If you want to learn how to stop smoking, if you love coffee, I think I might be able to help. My name is Bill. I'm an ex-smoker. I've always loved coffee. I mean, at least since I was probably in junior high school. I think every morning before I went to junior high school, I had a cup of coffee. And that's probably an early age to start, but I've always loved the taste, the flavor, the aroma of coffee. I drank coffee before I smoked cigarettes. As far as the coffee goes, most of my life I've drank it black, so I'm not taking all the milk and cream and sugar and everything else in. It's just a nice cup of black coffee, and really, I mean, most smokers that enjoy coffee will say that smoking and cigarettes go hand in hand. I remember years ago, actually when I was young, I remember seeing a cartoon in one of the magazines that had said something along the lines of like it was a remember when, and they said remember when we used to talk over our problems, or we used to talk about our problems over coffee and cigarettes, and now those are our problems. And we're talking, this is probably back in the 70s. So, think about it. Now today, we're certainly well past that. Cigarettes really shouldn't be a problem anymore, but you should still be able to enjoy your coffee. We didn't have, when I was younger, places like Starbucks and all that have, or the McCafes at McDonald's, and coffee's gotten kind of to a whole nother level, but still very enjoyable. So I remember before I quit smoking, that was a major concern of mine. I thought to myself, well, what's going to happen? I mean, if cigarettes and coffee go hand in hand and I quit smoking, then what happens to coffee? I mean, is it going to, every time I have a cup of coffee, am I going to want a cigarette? And I'm here to tell you that that really didn't happen. They are two separate things. If you love coffee and you love the flavor of coffee, what ends up happening is after you quit smoking, the coffee flavor is actually more intense. It's you enjoy it more. You don't enjoy it less. It just like every other part of quitting smoking, it's just a matter of disconnecting the first the addiction, and then disconnecting the mind addiction, if you will, that every time you have coffee, you have to smoke cigarettes. You don't have to do that. So you can continue to enjoy coffee, and if anything, you may enjoy coffee even more than you did before you quit smoking. So definitely think that before you make a decision as to whether or not do you actually want to stop smoking and when, just consider it will be fine. You'll still enjoy that coffee. Now, if you want to learn what I did 15 years ago when I quit, and I quit successfully, I never looked back. I did put together a program. It's fairly inexpensive. You can click one of the links around this video if you want to learn more about it. I look forward to seeing you as a non-smoker.